Hello, my name is Rene Avalar, and today we're here at March Air Force Base Museum. Inside we're going to take a look at our nation's past heroes and the wars that they fought, and the planes that they used to fight these wars. So let's take a look inside. How's it going, John?
All right.
This is John Dutto. He's a volunteer here at March Air Force Base Museum, and he's going to tell us about our next plane.
Okay. This is 1974 F-15 Eagle. This is one of the earlier models that the Air Force first had in their inventory. They're already up to the E model called the Echo. This is a very basic model. This aircraft is approximately 63 feet long, 42 feet wide, 18 feet long. Has maximum gross takeoff weight about 68,000 pounds. Has various types of armament that's associated with the airplanes. One of the interesting guns that the aircraft is equipped with is called the Vulcan M61A. The Vulcan M61A is built off the Gatling principle, and becoming with the Gatling principle, the barrel for the guns itself is over 60 inches long. It can put out up to 6,000 rounds a minute. The newer versions of this aircraft have two seats, the primary flight officer in the front seat. The weapons officer sits in the back seat for some of the more advanced weapon systems, from the bombs to the missiles to the guns and various armament that the aircraft may be equipped with. This aircraft is has been in use by 5 countries: the United States, Japan, South Korea, Saudi Arabia, and Israel. So those are the primary countries that this aircraft is still operating with. And top speed on this aircraft is a little over 1,675 miles an hour. Some a little bit slower, some a little bit faster, but that's about the average speed. It's built by McDonnell Douglas, and like I said, it was built about early 1970s, came out in production or into the Air Force inventory in approximately 1974. And so that is about the conclusive information for this aircraft that I have right now.
Well, that's very incredible, John. What else do you got for us?
Okay, and we'll head over and take a look at the B-52 next. Okay, Renee, this is a B-52. This is what they call a D model. Boeing was manufacturing these airplanes, so they made an A model, a B model, C, D, E, F, G, and H, which is the currently flown model. But speaking of this D model, it came out in the late 1950s. So from about 1957 to 1962, Boeing manufactured 744 of these bombers, and they're still in service today, except as far as being in service, there's only 76 of them that are still flying around the world. They're stationed in Minot, North Dakota, and Barksdale, Louisiana. The airplane is approximately 160 feet long and 185 feet wide, stands about 43 feet tall. It has a speed of range of about 600 to 640 miles an hour at top speed. Fully loaded with bombs and fuel and everything like that to go on a regular bombing mission, that grosses out at what they call maximum gross takeoff weight of about 488,000 pounds. This particular airplane here saw 175 bombing missions in Vietnam alone. It was retired out of service after about 25 years. The airplane has an incredible range. It can fly around the world, which is roughly 25,000 miles. It can make the journey non-stop. It takes about 62 hours to complete the journey. It's refueled 4 times, like we're going to see a refueling jet up in front of us. The current models that they have, these airplanes, as you can see, they're powered by 8 engines. They have 2 engines in each one of these pods. So what they do to keep them more modern and accuracy of flying, they put new engines in them after so many hours. So they're powered by 8 engines, and they put new modern electronics up in front of the airplane to keep it globally ready for navigational purposes and bombing purposes and things like that. Believe it or not, there's only about 7 crew members. There's generally between 5 to 7 crew members on this airplane, depending on what kind of missions that they're going on. But this airplane has saw bombing missions from Vietnam to the Middle East. Okay, this is my uniform from 1976, so it's approximately 40 years old. This was when I was an air traffic controller down in Del Rio, Texas. That's where I learned my specific job. I was an air traffic controller and training T-37 and T-38 pilots how to fly. So I was one of the air traffic controllers that instructed them how to fly their airplanes all across the Southwest Texas desert.